An attached soul in a person with a high frequency of vibration. As you already know, various stranger energy objects are quite often found in the human energy system. The most famous of them are larvae, which lower the energy vibrations of the body. In fact, larva parasitizes a person, and at certain stages of its development can even take control of human consciousness. The book, The Science of Internal Force or Increasing the Magnetic Field of a Person, Lesson Sharp 17, What is Larva and How to Get Rid of It? The attached souls of high frequency vibration are much less common. They can be seen only in 2 people out of 100 practitioners. Unlike larvae, these attached souls increase the frequency of energy vibrations, and the third Dan-Tien of a person is highlighted not in blue, but in red. The whole point is that the energy system of these attached souls is completely based on transcendental energy, and as you know, our transcendental energy glows red. It turns out that our vibration frequency is much lower than the vibration frequency of these attached souls. At first glance, this may seem very strange. Why would high-frequency entities settle down with people whose vibrations are much lower? The reason is that once upon a time, these souls found themselves in a very difficult situation. They were left without the embryonic zone. It is believed that their planet died, and they came here. Their part of the ionosphere flowed into our ionosphere along with these souls. They cannot be reborn in human bodies because our bodies do not suit them, and the souls of people take such settlers, their souls, to their energy system with a certain agreement. As soon as a person takes on such a soul, his vibration frequency automatically increases. But this does not mean that a person in a single moment will increase their frequency of vibration and their capabilities will increase. This is not the case at all. Because this is a mutual and mutually beneficial union, such an attached soul must be very well fed with transcendental energy, which means that a person must first take this energy somewhere. If a person who has a high frequency vibration attached soul on his energy system is engaged in energy practices, he will be able to provide himself and his attached soul with a sufficient amount of high frequency transcendental energy. If the energy work is not carried out, then the frequency of energy vibrations of both the carrier and its settler decreases. There is simply not enough energy for two. As a result, the consciousness of the attached soul begins to fade, as well as the consciousness of a person who can even very quickly manifest any chronic diseases and various problems with the body, including mental disorders. If the disease has not passed the point where the process is already irreversible, performing energy practices can help you recover quickly. Sometimes there were such cases when people, waking up, found themselves in the red line. In fact, the attached soul was engaged in energy work himself. And yet, if you have such a high frequency vibration attached soul, you should not hope that he will take care of your energy alone. What do these attached souls need? Like humans, they need to get out of the embryonic zone, but compared to us, they have increased difficulties for life since they cannot be reborn in our bodies. They only have to be attached souls. A person gives such a soul the opportunity to go through that stage of development, without which this attached soul will not be able to move on, and the soul very well covers a person from egregores and larvae. Of course, in condition that the person is engaged in energy practices, because otherwise there is simply not enough energy for protection. If the Earth's magnetic field was high, then there would simply be no such problems, but since it is quite low, and even the moon regularly moves away, people with attached souls of high vibration frequencies need to regularly perform energy practices. How to determine if you have such an attached soul? Even for a practitioner, it is quite difficult to see for yourself whether his third Dan-Tien glows red. Therefore, you can use a simpler method. Anyone with a clear mind during an internal dialogue can ask himself and pay attention to how many voices are participating in this dialogue. If there are 2 voices, if you are answered with one voice then the second, with the high degree of probability we can say that you have an attached soul of a high frequency of vibration. It should be kept in mind that if a person has a larva, and it has already grown to the second, or even the third, the stage of its development, it can also respond with a second voice. You can only understand the difference and determine more precisely whether you have an increase in vibration or a decrease, or with what frequency your attached soul, by practicing. The larva will do everything possible to prevent the practices, but with a high frequency vibration attached soul, all the exercises will be easy and without problems. Of course, attached souls are different. Sometimes they are with a very young soul, almost babies. They may have some failures, but on an intuitive level, all practices will succeed. For example, in order to just sit down and practice, you may have some kind of resistance from this soul. Your energetic impact will be perceived rather negatively. If you overpower yourself and start doing the exercise, this feeling of internal resistance will quickly pass and it will become easier to practice. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe to the channel. All good mood and bye.